Anybody who's had a microwave before knows about the food buttons accompanying the numbers. There are many varieties to the types of food on those buttons. There's a pizza button, there's a potato button, and of course the infamous popcorn button. We've also all probably had the experience of using these buttons only to have food that disappoints us by either being so charred it looks like it came fresh out of a chimney, or so cold it feels like winter in our mouths. Frozen pizza. Ugh. Hello everyone, welcome to The Science Behind, where microwaves seem to be a recurring theme in our episodes. Today's episode may end up being the shortest one yet, but it's also arguably the most important. I want to discover exactly what the popcorn button does. Why are they so inconsistent and almost never work? Why is it even advised on some popcorn bags to specifically not use the popcorn button? Today, we're going to answer those questions, so let's pop in and find out. First off, if we want to know why the popcorn button doesn't work, we might want to know how popcorn pops in the first place. And to know how that happens, we need to know how a microwave works. I talked about this in our previous episode on microwaves, but if you haven't seen it or just generally don't know like an ordinary person would, I'll explain it again here. The basic way microwaves work is by emitting a type of electromagnetic radiation literally called microwaves into your food. The microwaves excite and get absorbed by the water molecules in your food and make them spin around, causing friction, and that friction causes heat energy to warm up the other molecules in your food. So, how does this relate to popcorn? Well, in popcorn kernels, there's always a little bit of water inside, and the water is stored inside of a circle of starch. As the microwaves in the microwave give the water energy, the water starts expanding in the form of steam, and begins to build pressure. The pressure eventually makes the wall of starch give way, and the kernel explodes, making the starch become inflated and burst open. Now, I know that science is super interesting and all, but let's get into the actual topic at hand, the popcorn button. How does it work, and more importantly, why doesn't it ever work? Well, the science behind that is actually fairly simple. There are two main ways that the popcorn button, along with all the other food buttons, works. One is that the microwave makes its best guess at how long the bag of popcorn will take to fully pop, and in some models you can make adjustments to the time based on the weight of the bag. This method is the one that leads to burnt popcorn most often, as the timing can be pretty inconsistent. Popcorn bags are not created equally, and the time that is actually required to fully pop a bag of popcorn varies. The other way a popcorn button can work is through a built-in steam sensor in your microwave. As steam is released from your popcorn more and more like we talked about earlier, the sensor realizes when your popcorn is almost done based on how much steam it detects, and it starts a countdown to when it shuts off. This version of the popcorn button works far better and more consistently than the other one, although it is prone to failure at times. So, if the popcorn button doesn't work, what will? Well, the honest answer is just to read the instructions on the bag. The company who made the popcorn knows the way to pop their popcorn better than anybody, and their instructions are tailor-made to the popcorn they make. So, now whenever someone wonders why the popcorn button doesn't work, you have the answer. Imagine how smart you'll look. That'll be a cool icebreaker question at parties. Anyways, with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next episode.